Hey, I'm Dr. Bob Payne, a veterinarian at SouthKendall.com. How to increase weight on your cat? That's usually not a problem we see in our practice. Usually cats are grossly obese. But if your cat is thin and there's no reason outwardly, if it's a young cat, it could be parasites, so you have to check for worms. And we do that by bringing a fresh stool sample in and checking for all the parasites we see in cats. And that goes from Giardia, Trichomonas, Coccidia, whipworms, roundworms, and hookworms. So bring a fecal to your veterinarian. We also check, if they're very, very thin, we also check them for hyperthyroidism. If they're older cats, hyperthyroidism can cause a loss of weight by increasing the metabolic rate, and that requires a blood sample. Sometimes diabetes causes a thin cat, so we have to be really careful with diabetes. We check that with urine and blood samples of blood glucose. Kidney disease you can lose protein and they can become anorectic or lack of appetite with kidney disease. So we check their urine and we check their blood for kidney function. If that's bad, we define it better. If it's truly just the cat doesn't want to eat, I check the teeth, make sure there's no bad dental problems that make them not want to eat. You often will change the food. Sometimes they don't like the food. Sometimes you have a bad bag of food, I would change the foods. If they're vomiting or have any active signs, I'd go to your veterinarian and find out if there's anything going on that's not related to just the lack of energy needs. Very few cats are thin naturally, unless they're outside a lot and exercising a lot. Young cats tend to be thin. Older cats, because they become more complacent, tend to get fat. So be careful. I see more fat cats than I see skinny cats. And so you need to be aware if it's really thin and it was fat, that it could be a metabolic problem or a veterinary problem. We need to see the kitty and define it better and make sure it's not something pathologic in nature.